Hi, I'm Ray, and this is TinyTableGames. Thanks for clicking on the video. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and come along as I continue my journey of playing through all the games on my game shelf that I never have gotten to and painting all the minis that need painting. Today is the second round of semifinals of Warhammer Underworlds Shadespire tournament between all 8 warbands that I have that were sitting on the shelf painted and waiting to be used. Last time, some band of Coronate warriors won their semifinal match, and they will be in the finals, and they're just waiting to see who they're going to be fighting. And that's today's battle, the Orcs versus the Dwarves, to see who will move on to the finals. Let's get right to it. So for today's matchup, we have the Dwarves versus the Orcs. Everybody's already gotten themselves sorted out, did the random distribution for the boards, where I roll even odd for what side it's on, even and odd for which orientation it is, and even and odd for who starts on what side. So that all done. We're pretty much ready to roll. The Orcs have Art is Iron. If no fighters are out of action, score this at the 3rd phase. Geared for War, which is funny. If everybody has 1 upgrade. And Biggest and the Best. If the leader takes out an enemy fighter in the preceding round. For the Dwarves, Perfect Planning. Score this if nobody has to move. Notice you can still charge. Let's see, Assassinate if you kill out the leader, and Unstoppable Advance if everybody's in enemy territory. You'll notice none of those have a darn thing to do with actual objective tokens. For this, the Dwarves are red and the Orcs are purple. Orcs get the advantage. So their first action, I think we'll start with Haka, who is going to charge right into Mad Margrim. Let's see, Haka rolls 2 dice, looking for swords, and if he gets crits, it gets better. And he does. That's 2 hits. When he gets a crit, the attack has cleave, which is significant since dwarves generally defend with shields. So he only has 1 die, so he's going to take the hit no matter what. Well, that was weird. Yep. So, unfortunately, he only does 1 point of damage, but there you go. He takes his first wound. That guy's done. Let's see. The Orcs are going to play Gorkamorka's Blessing, Berserker Fury. The first time a friendly fighter suffers damage, roll defense dice. If the result is a shield, they suffer no damage. It's their turn 1 thing, so we will have him charge up. 1, 2. So he gets an assist. And that is Van Orikbane, who has, using his great axe, swings 2, looking for hammers, and does 2 damage. So hammers or single assist in this case. Gets 1 hammer, and Haka's defense is 1 shield, which he does not get. So he takes 2 damage, which inspires Haka. So he's half dead, but now he's feeling inspired. Back over to the Orcs. Remember, they have Gorkamorka's Blessing, and then that Berserker Fury. We're going to charge with the boss. 1, 2, 3. We'll do it from here, though. More versatility. And he's got 2 dice and does 3 damage. And in this case, does 4 damage. So 2 dice looking for hammers. Gets neither. So the boss is showing himself, so the dwarf's going to charge there. So hammers or single assists. Gets 1 hit. Let's see. Iron Skull has 1 shield die, which he successfully deflects. So he has suffered no damage, so he's not yet inspired. This guy is going to charge up. One, two, three, and go for the boss here. This is Bone Cutter. 2 dice, 2 damage. Looking for hammers or single assists, which is why he ran to that side. One hammer and 1 single assist. That's 2 hits on the boss, who has just 1 defense die still. And he defends 1, but not both. So he gets hacked for 2 damage. Okay, back to the dwarves. He is going to charge, but he's going to do it from over here. 1, 2, 3, so he can get inspired. Attacks with his axe. That's 3, and hopefully he can get himself inspired and does only 1 damage, or his brazier axe, which does 2 damage. And so yeah, we're probably going to go with that. So at least he's got lots of axes to pick from, I guess. So 2 hammer dice, hammers or single assists. Oh, except the single assists get canceled out because of that guy. But he gets 1 crit. So if the boss rolls 1 crit, he is good, but he didn't. So he takes 2 damage. But he is now inspired. Last orc action. Only 1 guy left who hasn't charged, so he's gonna charge. 1, 2, 3. So attacking him. Basha on a crit, he does knockback. And he gets 1 hit. Let's see, the dwarf, that dwarf in particular, defends with 1 shield die. And he doesn't. Okay, so last dwarf move. Who can still actually go? Just him. So he is going to retreat to here for the end of the round. So that's everybody. So let's see. End of round scoring. No enemy leader taken out. Oh man, if he charges, then we'd get that one. We should. Oh man, he should charge then. But then he won't. Boy, that's a tough one. Well, too late. I've already done it. Works score anything. Art is iron. If everybody has an upgrade. And if your leader took out an enemy fighter. Nobody took out anybody. So that's about it. There are no upgrades to speak of. Wow, nobody got any victory points at all that round. Tough group. And this time the dwarves have it, and they will be going first. What's our move going to be? We're going to attack the boss with this guy. He won't get an assist because it all balances out, but he's freshly inspired back there, so he swings 3 dice and does 3 damage. Yeah, so that's 2 hits. Wasn't too sure for a second there. And the inspired orc still just does 1 defense die. And it's not a crit, so he takes the damage. In this case, 3. Added to the 2 he already has, and crunch, just like that, he's out of the game. Which is the first glory point to the dwarves. And he attacked. He didn't even have to move to do that. Let's see. That was their action. First, we'll do Flurry of Blows to upgrade the boss. This guy's going to charge to get away from that. 1, 2, 3. Into, what's his name over here? Megrim, who has 1 wound already out of potential 4, or single assist. 1 hammer, so that's 1 hit on the dwarf, who dodges with a shield die. Nope, didn't get it. So he takes 2 more damage, so 1 more and he's out. So dwarf activation. Okay, this guy is now going to charge. 1, 2, 3 into the back of Haka over here. Since he's having quite a bit of success chopping people up. Hammers or single assists. Gets 1 hit in, and Haka defends with 1 shield die and does not do it. So Haka takes 3, which is enough to take him out because he already had 2 damage. So that's 2 victory points, or 2 glory for the dwarves, and he is now charged. This guy's not inspired, he still only does 1 damage, so he's going to charge to here and attack him with his 2 dice. So he does get his hammer, except he needed a sword. Dang it. So he just flat out missed. Yeah. Dwarf turn 3. Leader's going to charge right here and swing away. Hammers or single assists, and gets a hit and a crit. He defends with a single die, so that's not looking good for him, but we'll see. Yeah, nope. So he takes 3 more damage. The good news is he's finally inspired. The bad news is he's almost dead. Sadly, the orcs have nothing left they can do. So back to the dwarves. And he hasn't gone. He's just been sitting there getting beat up on. So he's going to swing. He's got 3 dice. But he hits only on swords, which is a lower probability than hammers, but still. He has a reroll that he can use. He also has the single assist, so he'll go ahead and reroll that miss anyway. So 2 hits on Bone Crusher, who is dead. Wow, the dwarves came with a grudge. And that's it for round, because the orcs still can't do anything. Quick assessment, the orcs cannot win. They're down by 4, and he's got no chance. So we are going to call it there. Man, that was quick. The dwarves clearly stomped them. Okay, well that was an abrupt finish. Taking out 3 guys in a span of 1 turn was pretty rough. But I guess the dwarves came seriously, and the orcs were still kind of drunk from last night. So it looks like it's going to be the Warriors of Khorne versus the dwarves in the Warhammer Underworlds Shadespire finale. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Ray, this is TinyTableGames, and I'll see you next time.